Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is May the 13th, 2021. We're going to talk about these three stocks right here that analysts are talking about at our rock bottom prices and that we should buy. So we're going to look at these three stocks on the price chart to see if that's actually true. And if not, how low do you think these prices are going to go? This is what we do. We analyze the analysts to make sure that their buy ratings are actually on point. If there are, then we'll follow right along with them. If they're not, we'll sit the sideline. So if y'all want to participate, learn more about how you're able to read the charts, join us, follow us, join us community, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and also continually come back here to this particular channel because this is the only place that you're going to get price prediction without being confused. I'm just going to be real with you all. Okay, so let's talk about this article real quick. It was authored by Michael Marcus. May the 12th, 2021 was when this article was posted to TipRanks. TipRanks is a pretty good web service. It tracks the performance of all the analysts who track stocks and their recommendations to see how their performance has been. You know, this is one of the reasons why I come to this particular website to gauge to see how these analysts are actually doing in regards to them making their recommendations. Because from our standpoint, from our side of the street, the market trueness is from the price chart. Okay, it's not from what the research that these analysts do. And we're going to show you all that on today's video regarding these three stocks right here that these analysts are talking about are a buy. Okay, so this is the first one that this particular company is trading at pretty rock bottom prices, and these analysts are telling us to buy. It is Vapotherm. All right, the ticker symbol is VAPO. First of all, let's go ahead and see what these analysts are talking about for this particular stock real quick. Okay, so there's four analysts right here who is tracking this particular company, and all four of them has a buy rating. Their price targets is between $32 on the low end all the way up here to $54 on the high end. Okay, now a couple of them have reiterated their recommendations about 7-8 days ago, so these are recent, and their recommendation has been to buy this particular stock. Okay, so the highest price target is about $45. The average price target between all of the analysts is around $39, which will give us about 129% profitability. So when we look at the price chart, we're going to track $39 and see how far away it is from the market in Vapotherm, because look at where the price is right now. It's at $17. Okay, so let's just see the performance of some of these analysts real quick. Okay, so you guys can see that Jason, he's been following Vapotherm. His average profit on this one stock is down 30%. So his performance for this company alone, he is not doing good on this particular company. Let's see someone else. Let's look at William. Vapotherm. He as well is down 30% looking at this stock. So now let's look at this chart real quick. This is the chart right here, the 2 months chart of Vapotherm, and it is clearly in a downtrend. This article, those analysts specifically are telling us that this particular stock is a buy. We're not seeing that on the price chart, so I don't know what they're talking about. When they're doing their analysis, I don't understand, based off the price chart, what reasoning are they basing their buy ratings off of? Because clearly this market in Vapotherm is in a downtrend. Now, from our perspective, we're not seeing the weakness evaporated out of the market. It is still present. And this is the area that we are going to watch to see at least the beginning stages of support. Okay, we're not even going to think about coming to the market in Vapotherm until we see some strength actually be created at this particular price. Okay, because we broke the other support area, which was right here in the market in Vapotherm. Okay, this was the area right here that the market broke. So now the next area is down here towards $15.50. So we're not in line with those analysts. The price chart is telling us something totally different in regards that the weakness is not out the market. We still have a ways to go to the downside in price, at least another 8% before we even think about looking at this particular market as a buy. Okay, at least 8% more to go. So we're not going to follow their recommendations. You guys can even see on their performance when I showed you on tip ranks that their average profit on that stock is 30%. So this is the closest area that we'll even pay attention to the market in Vapotherm. All right. So now I'm going to keep it here and we're going to watch the market in Vapotherm, but we're not going to come into the market just yet. We're still anticipating the market here to go lower in price. Okay. The price chart is the truth and it is still weak in the market. Okay. So now let's take a look at the second one. That was Vapotherm. The second one is Emergent Biosolutions. EBS is the ticker symbol. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch that over on the price chart. So EBS, let's see some of these analyst ratings. Okay, we have 4 analysts that has it as a buy rating, 3 of them has it as a hold. So it's kind of like 50-50 in the market in Emergent Biosolutions. The overall return on profit, if the market is able to hit an average price target of $89.67, would be about 53% profitability into the market, which is pretty good. It's not bad. But seeing how we have a mixed bag in terms of what these analysts are recommending for this stock, 4 buys, 3 holds is going to be a wash. And that's something that we should be expecting to see in the market, right? Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create the overall trend into the market in Emergent Biosolutions. Okay. So here it is. Now, this might be one trend. And then the second trend, you guys can tell, may actually have already been touched. Okay. These would be the 2 areas that I would be looking forward to see this market in Emergent Biosolutions grab some support. Okay. So let's switch this over into a 3-week time frame. And as you all can tell, we have definitely seen this market get walled up with a lot of weakness, a lot of stockpile. But it's not trading at rock bottom prices. You know, that article that Marcus wrote is not giving us the truth. Okay. Jacob, he covers Emergent Biosolutions. He's up 22% on his coverage of this particular stock. Let's look at Jasper real quick and see what he or she has in Emergent, which is right here. He's down 26%, calling the market on Emergent, which is not good. He downgraded it, matter of fact, 8 days ago to a hold. So let's look at Key. He has pretty good profit potential, average profit on that particular stock, which is real good to see. Let's look at another one. Let's go ahead and look at Dana. So Dana's been up as well, 22% into the market for Emergent Biosolutions. Okay. But just like in Vapotherm, you know, I'm still seeing this market in Emergent as not a buy just yet. I still see the market with the potential to go a little bit lower. I can also tell here, though, on the 3-week time frame, that this area literally can be support into the market in Emergent Biosolutions. So out of the 2 so far that we looked at, this one has the biggest potential already to find some support and actually go high in price. But my main concern, I really won't look at the market till I see it try to come in and touch this ascending line that I've just created. Okay. So yeah, we're not going to follow their recommendations on Vapotherm, Emergent Biosolutions. We're going to wait on both of those because we are still anticipating some weakness to come to the market for those particular stocks. And I'm just going to bring it up here to the ascending line in the market for Emergent. Go ahead and take that away. And we're going to bring this down here to this restriction area of about $67.50, give or take. But we're going to watch the market right here. We're looking for the market to either come back down here towards $50, $51, right there towards the ascending line. Okay. So now let's look at this last one real quick. That they are trying to tell us are a buy. Okay. HMNX right here. This is the last one that these analysts are telling us are recommended buys. Okay. Now the two newest ratings, which one was reiterated yesterday or today, the other one was assigned yesterday with buy rating. So let's look at Michael Madsen, see what he said for HMNX. He's down 29% for that stock. Let's take a look at the second one, Anthony. Anthony has been tracking HMNX and he's up almost 10%. So it's about average, it's about a wash. So let's look at the price chart in HMNX real quick and take a look at this particular chart. Okay, the market here is definitely weak. It has fallen off of a cliff severely ever since February. The market has been dropping massively in this particular stock. HMNX is definitely the weakest out of the three that is trading at some pretty low prices. Now, I don't think these are rock bottom prices. You know, you guys can see me as I zoom out this price chart. The price history for HMNX go all the way back since 1991. This is where rock bottom prices are at, not at $52. Okay, so you guys can tell when I was looking at the article, I already created, you know, the ascending lines that I would have expected to see some support. And right here on this particular week, the market in HMNX broke it. April the 19th, 2021. Not good. So we could take that away. The market is definitely not in an upward trend. We need to identify where would be the closest area of support, which I've already done. Okay. This area right here is where we're going to expect to see some support into the market in HMNX. We won't even think about this particular stock until we see the market either come and grab this support area here, or this market comes in and grab this ascending line there. One of the two. So let's create the weakness that we're expecting to see in the market in HMNX. The first one would be about 13.25%. So we still have a ways to go before we even think about looking at this particular stock in HMNX. The second area would be towards this ascending line, which is like another 23%. So again, all these analysts are recommending that these stocks are buys. So if we were to come in today, read that article, look at their performance, look at when they recommended it, we will still have the potential to see some movement to the downside. This is one of the biggest reasons why we all need to understand what the price bars and volume mean. You are able to digest what these analysts are talking about, check it against the price chart, and if it doesn't look right, you don't follow it. Because out of all of those three stocks, not one of them are we seeing as a buy as of today. We're still expecting the market to dip for those three stocks, and we're going to track it. That's literally what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to hold both of these lines here because this is the area to which we would need to see the strength come through. Either this support area around $45 or in or around this ascending line that I've just created. The market would have to come in and grab support. If it doesn't, we won't come in and buy it. It's just that simple. Okay. So now, what do you all think about these analysts and their recommendations? Their price targets usually go off for 12 months. That's how long they probably hold these particular stocks. But you guys can tell out of all three stocks, none of them are indicating that they are a buy as of today. We're still looking for the market to go lower for those three stocks. But yet this article is kind of misleading because one, it reads that these stocks are trading at rock bottom prices. That is not being seen on the price chart. Secondly, these analysts are recommending to buy them, like right now where the price is. But looking at the price chart, there's still a lot of weakness available to where this market can continually drop. So now, this is how you're able to become more proficient. This is how you're able to move and maneuver through the stock market by simply looking at the price chart, all without being confused. Okay, so we're going to track these stocks on a weekly basis. This is HMNX right here. And then the other one was Emergent Biosolutions, which is right here. We're going to track this one as well. And then the last one was Vapotherm, right there. Okay. Now, it's no doubt like all three of these stocks have seen, massive collapse of their value and stock price, no doubt. But it doesn't mean that you need to come in and purchase them today, though. All right. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your premise. I want you all to tell me, what do you all think about these three stocks that those analysts are recommending? And tell me, would you either come in and purchase these stocks, or are you in agreement with the price chart? Do you see the market continue to go lower to the downside? Drop the comment in the comment section and let me know. If you all want to learn more, make sure you continue to follow us here on this particular YouTube channel. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.